I'm going to show you how to build this animated gradient background using pure CSS, no JavaScript, no libraries, just one single HTML file. Okay, let's create an index.html file. And here to have our structure, I will just write an exclamation mark and press enter. Okay, and for the title, let's say animated gradient background. Great. Now I'm going to open this index.html file with live server to preview it in the browser. As you can see, we have nothing. So let's continue. Inside body, let's say that we want to have some text. For that, we can create a div, and inside we can create h1 tag, and we can say animated gradient. And after this h1 tag, we can say that we will have a paragraph, and we will say pure CSS, no JavaScript needed. So let's save it. And this is how it looks like right now. So let's say that now we want to apply some styles, and for that we can create a separate CSS file and we can handle it right there. But let's say that we want to have it in the old way. So let's say that right after this title tag, we will create a style tag and we will handle our styling just right here. So first of all, let's say that we want to remove default spacing that the browser adds to every element. For that, let's say that margin will be 0 and padding will be 0. As you can see, the spaces are gone. And let's say that box sizing will be border box. Border box makes sizing more predictable. Padding will not break layouts. Okay, then to our body tag, we want to apply the following styles. Let's say that mean height will be 100 viewport height. So it will be 100% of the viewport height. So it will make the gradient fill the whole screen. Then let's say that when it comes to background, here we can define the colors that we want to involve in our gradient. First of all, let's say that we will have a linear gradient. So linear gradient creates a smooth color transition between multiple colors. Okay, here first of all we need to set the gradient position, like the gradient flowing. Okay, so let's say that it will be 270 degrees. So it means that the gradient will flow from right to left. Then we can say that we will have, for example, 4 colors. So let's write all of them. Okay, these are the colors that we want to use. So pink, then purple, then blue, and this color. And you can have any colors that you want. Next, let's say that we will have the following property, which will be background size. And here is the most important thing, is that we need to set it more than 100%. So let's say that it will be 300% and 300%. So we make the gradient 3 times bigger than the screen. Now there is room to move the gradient around, like a camera panning. Without this, there is nowhere to animate to. Okay, next we can have animation property, and here we need to give a name to our animation. Let's say that it will be gradient move, and we will handle these animations in keyframes that we will have below. For now, let's say that the animation name will be gradient move, then how long it will take for one full loop. Let's say that it will be 6 seconds. One full loop will take 6 seconds. Lower will be faster and higher will be slower. Then we can define that it will be, when it comes to timing function, we say that it will be ease. So it will start slow, speed up, and it will slow down again. So it will feel natural. And we can say that it will be infinite. So it will loop forever and it will never stop. Okay. Then we can have display property to be flex, align items to be center, and justify content to be center. So these 3 lines will center everything on the page, both vertically and horizontally. So these texts should be right here. So let's save it. As you can see, we have the following. And right now we see this color and it is totally correct. Right now, as you can see, we already have a gradient background, but we don't see an animation. So let's continue. We need to define keyframes. Keyframes is how we define a CSS animation. So think of it as a timeline, okay? So let's say that here we will have keyframes, and the name that we gave to it was gradient move, okay? So at the start, it means at 0%, we want our background, we want to control our background position, okay? So let's say background position to be 0% horizontally and 50% vertically. So it means that at the start, gradient is positioned on the left side. Then let's say that at 50%, our background position will be different. So let's say that horizontally it will be 100% and vertically it will still be 50%. So it means that halfway through, gradient has shifted all the way to the right, okay? Then at 100%, our background position will be at 0% again, and our horizontal position will be at 0% again, and our vertical position will be at 50% again. So it means that at 100%, we are back to the start, and it will make it loop seamlessly with no jump, okay? And the 50% on the vertical axis keeps it centered. We only move it horizontally. So even now, we can save our file and see what we have. As you can see, we have our animation and it looks really, really cool, okay? So let's say that, for example, I want to change this color and I want to make it to be this color. Let's see how it will act. As you can see, we have a completely different animation, and don't pay too much attention to these texts. We will control it, okay? So yeah, now I set it to be as it was, and this is how it looks like. Let's say that we want to make this color to be black, and this is how it acts now, okay? Let's say that I want to make this color to be black, and this is how it acts right now. Let's say that we want to make this one black. It will be like this. Let's say that we want to make this one to be black, okay? So yeah, it is really amazing. And now let's say that I want to have the original colors as they are. And now we need to work with these H1 and P tags. Okay. And actually, to save our time, I will just paste styles for these elements because our main focus is on the gradient animation. Okay. So let me paste the styles just like this, and to this div we need to give the class which will be card. So let's save it, and this is how it will be right now. So yeah, you can work with these properties the way you want. For example, let's say that I want to make this color to be black, and it will be like this. Let's say that I want to make this to be yellow, for example. Okay, yeah. That is really amazing, guys. Let's see how it looks on a bigger screen. That is really great. And when you know these kind of things, you can always apply them to your own projects. And it is really nice to know these kind of things. So yeah, that's it. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it.